The primary stuff, I don't know why it's here, which we should study, which we should learn, that is about the most important molecule which is creating all sorts of life we know is water. It's about 70% of all forms of life is made up of water. If you ask me, sir, what is the special thing in water that it is like so much important that without water we cannot assume, we cannot imagine any sort of life. And I can tell you water defines not only life at a molecular level, it also defines life in higher orders and higher levels as well. The desert is different from the tropical rainforest just because of the difference in the availability of water. The different ecosystems and different life forms, they evolve based on the difference in the availability of water over there. That is very important thing. If you ask me, what is the most important characteristics the water is having, that is why nature has selected water to create life. पानी में ऐसा क्या खास है? So you will going to listen a lot of answers from here and there. I told you the life is all about metabolic chemical reactions. The chemical reactions needs chemicals to be dissolved, because when the chemicals are dissolved, they can execute their chemical reactions. So life means chemical reactions. Chemical reactions can only be done once the chemical compounds are dissolved in a solution. And that is how they can execute their chemical reaction. And water is required to make all those solutions in life. So water is a solvent, is one of the best solvent we know. It can dissolve so many molecules very comfortably, very easily, and that is why it allows those chemical reactions to proceed more easily. So that might be a better answer, that water is a wonderful solvent. That is why it is considered as the most important essential component of life. It also involved in the other functions. I will tell you that it transport materials from one place to another. Like it is part of the blood. It is part of the other systems as well. But as being an unfortunate student of my class, I want you to think beyond the box. Is that possible that there should be a life without water as a solvent? Or there is some other molecule like water, or might be better than water, might be there out there in the space on some planet. Is that possible that we do have, or we might have a molecule which is a better solvent than water, and it might be responsible for creating another life form which might be better than us, which might be more efficient than us? जहां पर जिंदगी जो है वो हमारी तरह 60-70 साल की नहीं होगी, कई 100 साल की होगी, because of the efficiency of those molecules. But whatever the life we studied over the period of centuries, and especially in the last century, with the advancement of all those technology, we found that we cannot get rid of water. We cannot imagine life without the involvement of water. The beauty, secret of water defines life on the planet. It explains how much life will be there in a certain ecosystem. Like the desert do not contain enough, it does not contain enough. In desert, we do not see enough life forms. थोड़े से पौधे होते हैं, थोड़े से animals होते हैं, because the fundamental stuff, water, is not enough over there, not enough to sustain that much amount of life. In tropical rainforest, we can see 100,000 species of trees and plants over there. The most important question you should ask to yourself, if the water is the source of life on planet Earth पे पानी कहाँ से आया? हमारे पास, from where we were supposed to be separated from the sun. The planet Earth was supposed to be separated from the sun, and then after that the moon was created. There are a lot of theories कि moon कैसे बना. One of the theory was that asteroid hit हुआ और उसके बाद जमीन का टुकड़ा अलग हो गया and they started moving around the earth. Whatever the theory was correct, But the question stays. If the water was there earlier, when the moon, when the earth was separated from the sun, it is not possible because of the temperature at that time. And after millions of billions of years, the earth was not able to keep the water because of the high temperature at that time. So water came on the planet Earth when the earth started making a reasonable distance from the sun, the first thing, and started cool down enough to keep the water. And that was the time when water came on our planet. I don't know how, ये कितने हजारों करोड़ों साल पहले की बात है, but that was the time when, that is why logically we assume that somebody sent the water on the planet Earth. And that somebody, who is the best candidate? The best candidate are the comets, who are moving here and there in the universe. A comet containing oceans of water strike with the earth and deliver the supplies of water. And that is how the chemical nutrients and components were already there. The water came from with the help of the asteroid. I don't have any experimental evidence with that. These are the logical understandings we can develop. But I can tell you the water was not there when the earth separated from the sun. It was not there. It was not there even after that, because it was not cool enough to keep the water. So that is the thing. So we believe that water came from the help of these wanderers. Comets are very wonderful things. So water is a wonderful solvent. Why? If you remember, if you don't remember, don't worry. The Coulomb's law of force of attraction. 9th May, 10th May, Coulomb's law of force of attraction between the charged particle. नहीं पढ़ा, don't worry, हम इसको recall कर लेते हैं. The Coulomb's law of force of attraction is that the two charged particle, positive or negative, can attract, or same charged particle will repel. You know that. The two charged particles attract each other, but how much they will going to attract? It depends on the amount of charge they are carrying, and it directly proportional to the amount of charge they are carrying, and it is inversely proportional to the distance between them. So that means if the charge particles carries huge amount of charges on them, they will going to attract a lot. If they are separated, they will not going to attract enough. If they came close, the force of attraction will grow. So that is the Coulomb's law of attraction. Most of us know in this way. But there is one more factor which is a little bit complicated. It's a part of the Coulomb's law. The force of attraction between the charged particle depends on the three things. The one, amount of charge, which I shared. The second, the distance between them. And the third is the medium between the charged particle. Charged particle के दरमियान में है क्या? Whether is the space out there, is some other molecule out there, is the water out there, the benzene, which is another solvent over there. What is there between the charged particles? That term is called as dielectric constant. Dielectric constant is a characteristics of the medium. What is the medium between the charged particle? That allows the charged particle to attract, or that resists the charged particle not to attract. It's also called permittivity, permission to execute the attraction. For example, with all due respect, the two charged particles at the age of 18, 19, 20 or 21 or 22, how much they will going to attract with each other? It depends, number one, how much charges they are carrying. If they love a lot, they will attract more towards each other. The second thing, how much distance they are having. And the third, which I want to tell, what is the medium in which they are living? If they are living in a quite strict sort of medium, which is not allowing them to attract to each other enough, they will not be attracted enough as well. But if they are living in a medium which allows them, permit them, they can attract their force of attraction more than nothing. Full stop. I wish के online students conclusion सुन ले मेरा पानी का. Okay. Next, the chemical compounds, they are collection of charged particles. Most of them, especially the ionic compounds, they are made up of ions. Sodium chloride, sodium ion, chloride ion, positive ion, negative ions, they are connected. They strongly connect with each other. They connect and bound with each other strongly. They do not leave each other. Sodium ion is strictly, strongly connected with chloride. क्योंकि charge particle बहुत ज़्यादा है and the distance is nothing. So they attract, वो चिपके होते हैं एक दूसरे के साथ. They will never participate in any chemical reaction until unless they got separated. If they feel so much attraction with each other, how they will going to exchange their partners? Chemical reaction only occurs when these ions exchange their partners. One of the chemical reaction occur in this way. So you need a medium when there is nothing between the sodium ion and chloride ion. The force of attraction is reduced to 1%. When there was nothing. Nothing means space. It is called permittivity of the space. Keep the number in your head as 1. Just to understand the difference. Not the exact number, but just keep it. If I put the sodium ion and chloride ion in benzene, is another solvent, the force of attraction between sodium and chloride ion reduces to 6%. The same sodium and same chloride ion will be little bit stranger. Come attract karenge ek dusre ko. Because the permittivity of the benzene is different. If I put the same sodium and chloride ion into water gas, the force of attraction between the sodium ion and chloride ion will decrease 80%. It's almost like strangers. They don't know each other in water. So once the salt, like sodium chloride, is in the solid state, every sodium ion is stick with the chloride ion. But once it is in water, the sodium ion goes this way, the chloride ion goes this way. The permittivity of water is very high. That means whatever the force of attraction the chemical compounds are carrying, it will suddenly become very less when they dissolve into water. Water does not allow them to interact comfortably. That is why they're able to see each other things as well. It's very important. If you feel yourself connected so hard with one person, you might not be able to see the other opportunities as well. So water allows these charged particles to think beyond their partners, allows them to undergo chemical reactions. And that is the secret. That is why the water is such a special source of life and special place and special thing. Hope you understand that thing, and I'm happy